my name is Elysia English and welcome back to our channel. Today is finally the day we're gonna get some color on our wood quilt headboard. I'm calling it a wood quilt because I don't even really know. Geometric wall art headboard. There's I guess a couple different names you could give it, but we have worked the last couple days. We've gotten our pattern all cut. I need to get outside while the weather is nice right now before the weather shifts to another winter storm we have coming in Nova Scotia. Get this all sanded because today we're going to add blue, orange, wood tones, white. We're making this a piece of art. Let's go.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubt. Be free with me. Be free with me.
Every time I move these, I feel like, can I get them
Yeah, are you gonna put them back in
where
the
they're
right
gonna
place?
go? I'll do one side at a time. I have no idea why. Well, I do because it's angles and that's why it's tricky to see. But if we didn't carry them down to sand them in the same orientation they were sitting here, and you even go to turn it like this while you're standing, even if you didn't flip it over, you're like, what angle is it supposed to go on? Like this weird angle puzzle that doesn't make sense once you move it from the spot that it's supposed to be in. I don't know why. I'm sure it was making it more difficult for myself than it needed to be. The center pattern is going to be white. It's gonna brighten up the space a little bit. Since we have such a dark wall, we don't want every element of this to be dark, but we are going to include some of that dark blue color. So I already have blue wall paint. I have orange rust colored paint that we used for the staircase. I have interior white paint, and I already have the stain that was left over from our kitchen island. So I'm not spending any money to make the colors of this, and I'm tying in all of those colors that we want to see kind of flow through the house. We really couldn't decide on what color scheme we wanted for our room. We know that the boys wanted to go dark in their rooms like ours, but we were so struggling with like, what is our color scheme that we really want? And then we realized, we're doing it already in the rest of the house, and so it made sense to add all of the elements that we're kind of adding and make it cohesive into our room. So we're gonna do the white first because the white's gonna take a few coats over the darker colors we're gonna use. So I thought doing the white first would give us a chance to let that dry in between working on the other colors and then come back to the white again. So I'm not gonna paint the back side because you're not gonna see it. It's gonna be flat against the headboard, but I am going to paint at least halfway down the sides. Because the edges are rounded, I wanna make sure that I get paint down here a little bit so that when we butt them together, you don't see any raw wood on the edges.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said.
I'm not sure if you missed our last video, but we talked about how we are going to be having a second channel called English Homestead. The reason we're doing that is so that we can separate some of our home renovation and DIY content with some of our new journey that we're doing starting our homestead. So if you want to check out that, we have our very first video posted last night on that channel. I will leave the link in the description below. You can go on and show your support for our second channel so we can show you more of our life. First official color on the wood quilt because we did the first coats of white, but white's not really a color. So we are going to use the color that we used for the room. This color is called Railings, and it's a Pharaoh and Ball color that we matched to our interior beauty tone paint so that we didn't have the cost of Pharaoh and Ball, but we got the designer color. So much nicer and cheaper, and we are obsessing over this color. It is so beautiful. I'm not gonna flick it on my white paint that's beside it. I'm gonna very carefully.
You might. Oh, I really do love this color.
It's absolutely dreamy, and honestly, I don't even know if the camera captures the color quite like you see it in real life, but it is a very deep charcoal gray, navy blue, almost black, and I don't even want to say black because it has so much color in it that it's not a black. It is so pretty, and in different lighting, it looks different. Sometimes it can look really blue, and sometimes it can look really almost like a whimsical dark charcoal gray blue like this, like earthy color. Love it. And color matching means we got this color for a fraction of the price. Love that even more.
I see the vision.
You see the vision?
Yeah, it's coming together.
I can't wait to get the rust orange and the stain color in here because we absolutely love the color stain that we used for the kitchen island. And we're going to incorporate in this wood quilt because that's the wood tones that we're kind of using through the house.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of an orangey tone to it. And I think since orange and blue are complementary, it's really gonna bring out the stain color against this color here. 10,000 of art school tuition taught me that. I think my hands are gonna be tied at the end. The most rewarding part is gonna be firing it all together with the brad nailer. Well, one, then I won't have to puzzle it together ever again, but also it'll be nice to see the colors all touching and like in the pattern that we planned for it. I love this orange rust color.
I love when you get so excited over your projects.
I had a vision. I don't know what it will look like in the end, but in my head, it's gonna be good. I can't wait to see this rust color against the stain color. And my hope is that they look different enough that they're both like a standalone color. I don't want them to blend together too much, but we shall see. This is a beautiful rust color. Okay, so actually the truth behind this color is that I couldn't find the perfect rust orange color that we wanted to match our horse color. And so I went to go get paint, and you know when you look at the paint chips, like none of them really looked the right deep color. They looked way too like apricot or peachy orange.
Right.
I didn't want that. I wanted like a browny, deeper rust color without it looking really orange. And so, or pastel-y, like little kid color. And so I actually found a stain color on an exterior stain paint chip, or stain chip, and we color matched it into a paint, which turned into this color, which is really, really nice. And so I think it was called Fudge Clay.
Yeah.
And we did our whole staircase this color, and it looks amazing. It does dry a little darker,
Yeah, it does.
but it looks so nice with the dark blue.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
First stained one, the color I'm using is called the Early American. Same that we used for the island in the kitchen. You're gonna put it on with this foam brush and then wipe it off with basically an old t-shirt. You can use any kind of fabric really it's just scrap.
Now that you're here, I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
You can't blame me for everything.
I am putting you on blast. Look, what have you done to our
I think to
bedroom?
myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together.
We're so excited that we now have our headboard complete. You saw that we painted the base of our basic IKEA bed and removed the very boring headboard that has zero character at all. And I think the mission of wanting to add some character to this space was accomplished by doing this wood quilt headboard. We used some scrap woods. We did have to purchase, I think, about 10 new boards to be able to do it. We just live so far from the lumber store, and so I wanted to make sure that we had plenty without having to make multiple trips. We used leftover paint and stain that we used for other projects in the house and brought this to life. So honestly, for a little bit of wood boards and some brad nails, we did this very inexpensively. I'm thinking we're under the $60 mark with everything. And even if we would have had to buy those few extra boards, I still think we would have been under $100 for the whole headboard. So I call that a win, and really just like adding so much to this space because now we have an artwork for our headboard. And now I'm dreaming of adding, well, a mattress because this isn't very cozy the way that it is, but adding our bedding and everything else that's going to bring in the textiles of this room to go with the style of the headboard that we've designed. What do you think? Do you love it? I think there will be a few people heading to the lumber store to buy some wood for a weekend project because this didn't really take us that long and it was super easy to do, so anyone can do it. I'm so excited to show you what the headboard looks like in natural daylight because we are now in another Nova Scotia winter storm and it is pitch black out. We've worked until we run out of daylight again today, so I will see you on tomorrow's episode because we are nowhere near done this bedroom makeover. I love you and I will see you tomorrow. Wait, don't go. We now officially have a YouTube manager. Hooray! We've been waiting for this moment since we started our YouTube channel and we finally are getting some assistance to help us aid in some of the things that we need to do to grow on our YouTube channel. And one of the things that YouTube, literally YouTube is telling us is that we have many subscribers, part of our YouTube family, but so many of you have not turned on your notification bell. So turn on your bell, that way YouTube will notify you when we put up a new video. And if you forgot from the beginning of the video, you can check out our second channel, English Homestead. Link is in the description below.